Hello, good morning all. Today we discuss about how C program is writing and what is the structure of C. We will see in previous session, and we go with step by step process in this session. Okay, fine. So structure of C program. Yes, so this is the agenda today. So in structure of C program we have some rules. First one is linking the libraries, linking or including the libraries. Library. Next, using or write functioning this function having a body, and after function body we have a declaration or initialization. Yes. Next, after that statements, next some of logical statement, and some of calling functions, etc. And finally closing the function area. Next, close the function body. So this is the rules we have in C writing a program. So based on this we will start. So for an example, if you go with including the library, how we can do? So first of all, whenever we have an including the library, we use hash is a symbol to represent linking the library. So for linking the library to C compiler, so for an example, I am including my program, I am writing my program. In that program I am include whatever the predefined libraries I have, predefined functions I have, I need to utilize in my function. So in this utilization of the predefined codes, of the libraries we need to include. So that is the reason include or less than stdio.h. So std is indicated for standard, I indicated for input, o indicated for output. Nothing but sum of input and output functions I need to utilize in my area. Okay, so this is the first statement. So after that, what is write functioning. So generally in C we have one predefined empty function is given by Dennis H and his team, because of our compiler will compile the program, then interpreter will run the program. So in interpreter, first write entire code, in entire code, which one I need to run the first, which function I need to run the first. So that is a complexity we are facing. So that is the reason C predefined one empty function is given. So that function name is main function. Void main is a function. Void main is a function. So this is an empty function they provided. In this empty function, whatever the requirements you have, whatever the implementation you have, that implementation you can write in between this body area, in between these two curly braces, nothing but body area. So this main function is given by predefinedly. Okay. So after that declaring an initialization variable, declaring or initialization variable. So here declaring an initialization, we will discuss this entire topic today itself only. So simple example, I am taking int x is equals to 20. I am taking some initialization and declaration. The statement is done. So after that one statement I am writing. So that is x is equals to 90. X is equals to 90. After that logical statement or calling functions we will see in further steps, not in this program only. So we will see in further sessions. So for example, here I want to print those 90 value in a output. So that is the reason we need to call one function. We need to call one predefined function. That predefined function will provide output. That predefined function provide output. Nothing but that predefined function functioning process is whatever the user provided information, that must and should be print in a console. So that is the reason we have one function. That function name is printf. So printf of what you want to print. For example, if you want to print message, you need to represent message like this. You represent message like this. Okay. No, I want to print that value, x value I want to. So that is the reason printf of some format we need to use. Those format also we will discuss in further sessions. So like that we need to write the program. After this we need to close the function area by using getch. Getch is also a predefined function. So these predefined functions we used. So then we need to close. So here how many input functions we are used, how many output functions we are used? Here we used 2 output functions. We didn't use any input function. So printf is an output function. And getch is also an output function. So these 2 functions we are utilizing in our main function. So that is the reason we including this library. Okay. So if you run this program, what happened we will see. Here file new we need to take. Okay, here we have a new file. So here what is the first step? Linking the library. Hash include stdio.h. Yes. Okay. Then what is the function? Void main. Why we are writing like this we will discuss in further session. What is void, what is main? Main is nothing but function. So what is void, why we are taking void, we will discuss in further sessions. Then open the body. After that I am declaring one x variable by using initialization of 20 value. So after that I am using normal statement, that is x is equals to 90. Then printf of hello Vega, double quotation and semicolon. Each and every statement in a C program must and should be ends with semicolon. Again printf double quotation, what format of output you want to print, those format we need to provide, and that variable name we need to provide. Okay, done. Then close the function, area, then close the body. So after that we need to go for save. File, save as test demo.c, click on OK. Okay, after saving we need to go for compile. Alt F9. Okay, so we have one error. What is an error? We will see. Unknown preprocessor directive include we done here spelling mistake, so that is also we have a problem. So carefully we need to type each and every line. So again we need to go for save. If you modified anything, we need to go for save, then go for compile and alt F9. Okay, 0 warnings and 0 errors. Yes. Okay, press OK, then run the program. Run. Hello Vega 90 is an output. We will get exact output whatever we expecting. Yes, fine. So we will discuss this program of the steps. These programs of the steps we need to go for discuss. Okay, sure. So here for this program we provide input. Yes, for this program we provided some inputs. So what are the inputs we provided? For example, here I am providing my input as 20. Yes, for example, I can pass to this program any type of inputs, not only for 20. We can pass, for an example, if I want to pass S is a letter I want to pass to the program, I can pass it. And if I want to pass like an 10 or 20, okay, I can pass it. If I want to pass like an pi value 3.14, I can pass it. So next, some of large decimal numbers also we can pass. For example, 12.2576, like this number also we can pass it. Okay, so like that, some of types of inputs we can pass. Okay, I thought this is a one type of input, this is a one type of input, this is a one type of input, this is a one type of input. First we will see how many types of inputs we can provide. Many types of inputs provided to the C program we will see. Taken an example, input. First thing is what? Input. Okay, so based on this input, majorly these inputs are mainly categorized into two parts. One is alphabets, we can pass it. Next one is numbers, we can pass it, and one more element is also there, that is special symbols. Okay, we will see. For example, this is an alphabets. Next, after that, what? Numbers we can pass. Numbers. After that, some of special characters, special symbols, we can. Okay, so coming to the alphabets, in alphabets we can pass capital A to capital Z, and small a to small z. So this is we can pass. In numbers we can pass in different ways, we will see. And some of symbols we can pass, like a name, at the rate we can pass, exclamatory we can pass, whatever the type of types of special characters you require, those type of things you can pass it, not a problem. Okay, then so these are the types of alphabets, numbers. And in numbers again, these numbers I will divide it into two parts, majorly two parts. So this is my first input, first number type, and this is my second number type. Okay, so here my first number type I will call it as a real numbers. And here we have a decimal numbers. Real numbers and decimal numbers. Okay, fine. In real numbers we have 0 to 9 real numbers we have. In decimal again we have a two categorization. That is decimal of 4 digits, 4 decimal of 4 bytes, and this decimal of more than 4. Okay, yes, exactly. First, alphabets, these type of input we can provide to the program. So alphabets, they given as some specialized name for that particular, they given as a characters, For that they used some shortcut key, that is char. That is what? Char. Is what type? Char. Okay, next, numbers, they given as a name. For numbers, the real numbers, they given as a name integer. Integers. Okay, they given as integers. So they given as a shortcut name for that, int. And here we have a decimal of 4, that is floating. floating point value, floating point value they given. So that is they given as a one shortcut name for that, that is float. Okay, next another one is double floating point value, double floating point value, double floating point value they given as a name. Further they given as a key, they given as a keyword, key like in a double, given as a double. Okay, and some of special character they given as characters, nothing but special characters. Yeah, so these type of inputs we can pass. Okay, so these inputs we consider. So majorly they given different type of inputs, they given different type of inputs as a information to the program. So that is the reason they call it as information data or input data, information data. In the different types information they provided, nothing but data they provided in different types. So that is the reason we have a concept in C, data types. What is the concept? Data types. So basically what type of data you are providing to the program, those type of data we need to specify in a program, need to specify in a program. So that is the reason we have a concept data types. What are the data types we have? Those are majorly 4 data types we have. One is char, another one is int, another one is float, another one is double. Like that we have a major 4 data types we have. Mainly we have major 4 data types we have. We will see what is. So what is the data types we have? What is the topic? Data types. So we need to provide the data in different types. So what are those types we have? Char type of data type we have, int type of data type we have, float type of data type we have, and double type of data type we have. Yes. Okay. So what it means of data type? Data we need to provide in different types. For example, if I am providing to one information to you, so that information we call it as data. For example, if I am providing data in a symbol way, in symbols way, that is special character type of data. For example, if I am providing complete theoretical without any like numbers, so that I call it as character type of information, nothing but words and sentence. If I am providing 100, 200, 300, those type of data, so that we call it as integer. So we need to identify. For an example, how we have a subjects like if you write in Telugu, this is a Telugu language we need to identify. If you write in a numbers format, that is in a mass we need to identify. Okay, so like that, based on the input types, we identify the separate types. So same the way here, data types also in a program. Whenever we are providing the data, must and should it's need to occupy some memory. Yes, coming to the C program, all memories, mainly these data types of memories will occupy in one storage. For example, in computer, how many types of storages we have? Majorly we have two types of storages we have. One is ROM area, another one is RAM area. ROM indicated for permanent memory or main memory. So RAM indicated for temporary memory. Yes. So what it means of main memory and permanent memory and temporary memory? For example, permanent memory is nothing but whenever you are writing some information to in your system, that information we need to save in one file, and after shut down and restart your system, at the time also the data will be available. Those type of data we call it as main memory type of data or permanent memory type of data. For example, if I am providing one value to the system, okay, fortunately or unfortunately the data is collapsed whenever my system is restarted or shut down. So temporary memory, RAM indicated for temporary. For example, if I want to open these applications presently, whatever I opened information, those type of informations will stored in temporary area, and if I am closing this tab, automatically that will be collapsed from the RAM. Yes, exactly. The C provided information, whatever the C type of data providing, those type of data will be stored in a RAM area. For example, if I am providing the data, this is my RAM area. Okay, this I consider as a RAM. So here inside RAM, some values we need to store. For an example, if I am providing one input to the C program, for example, I want to provide V as an input to the C program. That V will what type of data type? Char type of data type. So this char type of data type need to occupy some memory in RAM. So how much memory it will be occupied? We will see. And here integer or character or float and double, how much size of memory occupy, you will see. If you go for a character, it will occupy 1 byte of memory. 1 byte of memory. If you go for integer, in operating system we have a 2-bit type of operating systems. We have one is 32-bit operating system and another one is 64-bit operating system. If in case if you go with 32-bit of operating system, nothing but your system is 32-bit operating system, okay, it will occupy 2 bytes of memory. If your system is related to 64-bit operating system, okay, at the time it will occupy 4 bytes of memory. Float will occupy, if the both 32 or 64, it will occupy 4 bytes of memory. If you consider go with a double, it will occupy 8 bytes of memory. Like that the memory will be occupied inside. For example, here I am providing input what? V. This V will stored in some area. Here I am storing the value. V is my value. So value we stored. For identifying that value, we required name for that value. So that is the reason we have a concept variables. Like variables. What is the variables and how we need to write, and entire this process also again I will explain in next session. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you are interested in my videos, please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon.